All right, week 9. This week, we're going to be continuing with our advocacy, and we are going to start to look at some examples of advocacy videos. So, for week 9, if Blackboard works, you have got evoking emotions, gestures, and movements for your reading. You've also got the PDF copies down here if the links are not working. There are a couple videos in here that are not mandatory. So you've got the shortcut video editor tutorial. So if you need to get some ideas of how to edit, you're more than welcome to use it. But editing is not required on any of these projects. And to be honest, as we start to move forward, you're going to want to rely on editing less and you're going to want to rely on start stop a lot less. Simply because the next section of our course, you're not going to be able to edit. You're not going to be able to start, stop any of your speeches. Everything will have to be done in one shot. So now is a good time to really start to practice that little bit of one shot presentations. So the part down here, I'm going to hop into first. Reading check 8, open note, open book, 2 attempts. The higher of the two scores is what's going to be recorded. And that is the same as it's been all semester long. So you do have a couple additional videos about, they're not on the quiz, but it's just to kind of help you understand how to be more compelling during an advocacy video. So for this week's big assignment, you're going to be creating an advocacy assignment preparation project. You're going to be downloading this worksheet right here. I'm going to hope it opens for me. Let's see. So you'll download this worksheet. You will need to submit the worksheet. If you do not submit the worksheet, you are missing a huge portion of this assignment. So it's really, really, really important to make sure that you have done this. You are going to be watching an advocacy video from someone else, and you're going to be analyzing that video. And we're going to look at the directions in just a minute, but this is the worksheet that you should be completing for this assignment. So hopping into the assignment, you are going to do this assignment in multiple parts. So first, you're going to analyze a successful online advocacy video using the principles of emotional appeal from that textbook reading that we did. After completing that analysis, you're going to record a brief sample video of yourself making an additional emotional appeal for the same cause or project in the video that you analyzed. So there's a couple things with the advocacy videos. So where do you find them? YouTube is a great source. Indiegogo is a great source. Kickstarter campaigns, those are all great things. But one really, 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 really important thing, if they are trying to sell you something, that is not an advocacy video. That is an advertisement. And that is one thing that sometimes students struggle with is they will see something and then they'll make their advocacy video over a product and how it's changing lives and it only cost $19.99 a month. If they are trying to get you to purchase something, that is not advocacy, that is advertisement. They use similar appeals, but they are not the same thing. So I'm going to stress that again. Make sure you are looking for something that has an emotional appeal to make you take action. So I think one of the best things I can think of is you see those videos and it's got like the Sarah McLachlan song and in the arms of the angels and it's you see all these dogs and cats and they've clearly been harmed and it makes you sad. It's really hard to watch. And they're encouraging you to support the SPCA. So that is an organization that tries to do good for the world. That is different, trying to get you to donate money versus trying to get you to buy this new game that's going to retrain your brain. So it's really a fine line in advocacy, but if they are trying to get you to buy a product, Again, that is advertisement. So there's a couple different causes you could look for. So education, clean water, solar power, food banks, domestic violence awareness. That one's been really, really popular lately with looking at, advocating for that. Save the turtles. I know we see those kind of videos. You've probably seen the video of the turtle with the plastic straw in his nose and then pulling the straw out of the turtle's nose. So all of these things, these are advocacy. They're trying to get you to take action, to stop using plastic straws, to donate to the SPCA, to support public education, anything that's going for the good of mankind. So, your videos that you're going to watch, you want to keep it less than 10 minutes, but you don't want to pick like a 45-second video simply because it's not going to give you enough time to actually analyze what is going on in the video. I don't want you to pick something longer than 10 minutes just because it can be very time consuming to watch the video, analyze it, write your report in that worksheet. So just for your sake, you want to keep it ideally less than 10 minutes just to kind of help keep you on track. You're really just looking for what are they doing? Maybe they change their voice to stress a point. Maybe they're using pictures that they know are going to tug at your heartstrings, so things like that. So that's what you're looking for. How are they evoking emotions throughout? And then again, like I said earlier, you're going to be creating your own video. So let's just say you do go with the SPCA and you analyze a video and it talks about how they showed all of these animals that were clearly scared or hurt. And it really made you think about what is happening in the world to animals who can't defend themselves. So then you create a video talking about these animals and what we can do to help. So your video, it's going to be real short, 60 to 90 seconds. So nothing really long. You're just going to practice that emotional appeal. This is just to kind of prepare you for our larger video next week. So just like all the other assignments, if you're able to upload to YouTube, fantastic. If you can't, you will simply take your video and upload it with the worksheet. So you'll have like two submissions for the assignment. You'll upload both of those to this week's discussion board. And again, it will go here. It needs to be a Word document or a PDF. Blackboard really does not like pages, so I strongly discourage using pages, and Google Links will not be accepted. There are so many issues with Google Docs, so please do not submit a Google Doc for this assignment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to seeing which organizations you're going to be supporting this week.